Hey everyone, how's it going? Where are you tuning in from? It's gonna be an interesting one, this. Catch all 48 games on SuperSport, proudly brought to you by and Smurf on TSTV Premium. It's about 15 minutes before the game kicks off. I'm tuned in here, ready to check it out. What's your predictions for this game? Wayne Barnes, the referee for this game. I expect it's quite good for South Africa, though. He blows the rucks a bit slower than some other refs. And especially with Japan making the rucks quick all the time, South Africa will try and make it a bit slower. So Barnes might be the ideal referee for this game. Yeah. What was your prediction for the game?
Well, I said on SkinnyBru, I'm going to have 10.
So everyone has predicted by 10.
I hope it's more.
It's going to be a great game. What's your prediction? I see Waters, you are going by 15. I said 10. 17. That's a big prediction there. It's going to be quite interesting though, because it's going to be definitely running rugby versus tight forward rugby defense as well. It's going to be tight. I just love it when the players walk in that arrowhead formation. A lot of the Pacific Island nations do that, so it's quite cool.
We just walk casually.
Yeah, like the commentator is saying, they all are connected as one. South Africa by 12. That's a more reasonable prediction. I agree with that one more or less. Well, but Japan can surprise. They can really win this one. Like the video I did with the Imbiber earlier this week, he called Japan by 3 points. He said he went with his heart, so we'll see how that goes. South Africa has only had easy games to thus far. It's no big games. The only big game South Africa has played was against the All Blacks, and that one we lost. So Japan, they've had 2 big games against Scotland and Ireland. So that's more proof of what they can do. We don't really know what to expect from South Africa in a big game.
Any neutral in the stadium is no longer neutral. They're in the light jersey somewhere in Tokyo in the last 48 hours. And the red and white of Japan.
Yeah, like the commentator said now, every neutral at the moment is supporting Japan. Like I said earlier this week, it is South Africa versus the world at the moment. If you aren't a South African supporter, you will be supporting Japan. Man, I have no biltong, but the poiki is outside. It is ready. We're going to take it half time. Please, I have my beer. Drinking a Castle Lager. All you South Africans. Cheers. What are you guys drinking?
Nagara is going to be very important in this game. He's a very quick scrum half. If they put some pressure on him and the number 10, the Japanese game might really fall apart. Richard Lowe. Uncle Ricky, enjoy. Man, I'm stressing for this game. My heart is beating fast. It's not. I see Japan really having a lot of confidence after some big victories, and then now the whole world supporting them as well. I just see them really having a confidence level up there. Actually, a lot of supporters. Yeah, there is a lot of South African supporters there, though.
Outstanding in this World Cup and played his way into the starting lineup. And captain RWC also.
Beast is playing he's starting his 100th cap ever. So it's his 100th cap that he's starting out of 114 caps. So good record for him. It's a big game for him. Yeah, I agree. Japan could win. I really agree. Japan could win. Depends on what type of game we see out there. If the Springboks let Japan play their game, it's going to be some trouble. So it's basically going to be South Africa's job to stop them from playing their game. Yeah, Beast is good. Beast is very good. Is going to be very important in the team as well. The way he just has his defensive organization, he's just key in that team. Oh, please, I hope there's no yellows, no reds in this game. We saw how that affected the previous game now, Wales versus France. That one I actually think France played better. It surprised me. I would have said France would have won without that red. All the South African players should deliver if they want to win this game. They probably do. Yeah, that's surprised, man. I agree. Yeah. That stadium is packed, absolutely jam-packed. What I would have gave to be there at the moment.
The 2019 sporting year, not just as
both of these guys sticks for the team, captain, influential guys. A lot of people look up to them. Yeah, Wales were lucky. If it wasn't for that red card, I have no idea.
I would take that away to
You guys watching with someone? Someone with you? I have a few friends here, or a friend, my girlfriend, and then also watching with my parents. Just there's a lot of fans. A whole South African block. Hey, cheers. I'm watching with you, man. Just get a drink and then we'll have a fun time. I just have a feeling we're supporting different teams here. Guys, I want to be there. I really want to be there.
Yeah, the Rugby stays for me the most.
I have no idea. Yeah, the box stay in New Zealand, but No, so you don't want New Zealand to win the World Cup. Anyone but them. I could see a lot of people on that boat. A lot of people will join there. But maybe just to see a different winner. Maybe that's all. Just to see the tournament go a different way. I'll just be happy if there's a competition all the way around. Then I'll be happy. Some nutrition before the game.
But he's bent, so time to that test.
New Zealand at this stadium last night.
Coming out. Oh.
Today, Wales and France
Ooh, heart's starting to beat now. Stress. These two teams already know who they will meet in the semi-finals after Wales beating France this morning. France really having a good game, I loved seeing how they ran with the ball. It surprised me. I thought Wales would win by 15 there.
Just the two meetings between the countries. The first, obviously, most memorable in the eyes of many. In the last Rugby World Cup.
South Africa looks a little bit more stressed than Japan. Japan looks calm before the storm.
Is there another one in store in Tokyo?
I love these drums. It's just a special thing to this World Cup that the others haven't had. Lost some money, eh? I actually thought I'm gonna look like an idiot backing Wales, and then Wales actually won at the end. But I loved seeing that game. But that red card that the guy had, that was just ridiculous, man. There's no other choice there but to go to the red. That was just idiotic.
I was excited. So.
South Africa's there. Japan said they're not stopping yet. They're not ready to bow out the competition yet. It's a massive crowd. I just haven't got the number yet. I don't think they said it yet, or maybe I missed it. Absolutely jacked.
Silence is to be observed following the typhoon which swept around the Tokyo area at the end of the last 3 days last week.
Okay, time for the national anthems. The moment that gets everyone charged up. Too late. Starting with the Japanese one. Interesting. Crowd is singing with the whole crowd. Time for the South African anthem. Oh, guys are crying. The Japanese are already charged up. Sorry, I'm a bit more silent every time when it's the anthems.
You flying mice.
Okay, let's go. It's time. The game is starting. Woo! Stress, nerves. Can't wait for it, guys. But I have to say I'm stressed for that first kickoff. If you saw how the Wales-French kickoff went, France dropping the first one, it happens on stressful games like this. Rassi is ready, talking to his men.
Across the two teams. It's going to be contrasting styles today, Joel. Japanese team that likes
Definitely contrasting styles, like he's saying. It's going to be a running game from Japan and then from South Africa. Tight forward game, going to try and keep Japan back. Hopefully it's not just all defense. They are definitely going to try and tire them out though, because they have that 6 forwards on the bench, South Africa. So you could see that's their game plan from the start. They are going to try and tire them out from there. That's what you see. You guys are stressed as I am. Nervous. Almost halfway before the game. that woman looks nervous. Mr. Koki there. Everyone ready? Woo! It's gonna be big. It's gonna be big. 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Last quarter final. South Africa kicking to Japan. Japan fielding. Colby's there. Defense. You might see a random hand every now and then here. That's my girlfriend. Cross kick. Whoa! South Africa almost getting that one out of the air. For all of you that can't see it. Sorry if I yell every now and then. This is going to be one for me.
They got it from inside his 22.
Nagara is going to have to watch out for that box kicks. The locks of South Africa can charge it down. I'm also very nervous for this one. Very nervous. It can go either way. In my eyes. Big collision in the air there. First line out, Nambi. South Africa 100% line out record. 42 out of 42 before this game. 43 out of 43. The only team in this whole competition with a 100% line-out record still. It's amazing how they are doing it. Box kick from Faf, something we don't want to see too much. Mapimpi in the air. Ball out, I think it was from South Africa. Yeah, ball out, line out to Japan. This is where they're going to be in a lot of pressure because South Africa is going to pressure them at line out time. But I'm sure they have prepared for this all week long. Mapimpi just has never impressed me in the air. He just always seems to be under the other player. He never seems to actually steal the ball from the other player. Line out, short line out. No line out. Oh, no line out jumpers. Japan's starting to run out of their own half. Still running. They're at their own 22 now. Oh, that's a forward. Yeah, definite forward. First scrum of the match. It's coming. It's going to be a big one. Like we said, Beast starting his 100th cap his 100th test start. It's his 114th test. So, big scrum for him up ahead. But Japan, their scrum has really impressed as well. They haven't done bad. To anyone thinking that it's just going to be a rollover for Japan's scrum, their scrum has really improved. Let's see how it goes against South Africa. Of course, Malherbe, like I always say he's just there for the scrum. It's his job. Okay, first scrum, it's on the 22 of Japan. It's their 3rd minute now. Ball possession to South Africa. Let's see how it goes. And the feet goes in. Stable scrum. Stable scrum. South Africa going forward. South Africa going forward. Short side for South Africa. Whoa, Mapimpi, what a soft tackle. Mapimpi, try. Try. That try was given. Try was given. That was good. That was a soft try though. The tackler didn't go onto him at all. Woo! Bro, that was a soft tackle. That was a soft tackle by Japan. That doesn't look like they've been defending the whole competition.
That short side was interesting.
That short side was surprising. I didn't think they're going to go to Mapimpi, and I didn't think Mapimpi is going to do anything there. Just shrugging off the guy, easy peasy, shrugging off another guy. Try. No problem there. Yutamura. Very bad tackle from him. In the corner from Mapimpi, left corner. Try time. What do you got? One. Really surprised one. Yeah, it's his 12th try and his 12th test for Mapimpi. That's why he's there. That is why he's there. Anyone questioning him? 12 from 12. Pollard. Conversion is... Oh, not over. 5-0 South Africa. Just under 5 minutes gone. Don't know what the hell happened there. Yeah, just a miss kick to the right. Just a miss kick. Let me just adjust this thing again so it doesn't shine too much on there or fall over. There we go. It's the score.
Andre Pollard was the man to claim that restart. He's at the bottom of that rack. To take away for Diacha.
Yeah. Box kick again from Faf from his own 22. 15 gets it easily. You shouldn't kick it like that to Japan. It's very much like kicking New Zealand just in open space. Shouldn't try and do that.
Caught in his tracks.
Japan scrambling. Japan scrambling. Going backwards all the way. They had a big game on their hands here. Up and under, straight up basically. Whoa. Japan getting it. Japan getting it running. Nagare has it. Michael Leach, the yelling Leach. That's good. He says he's a lot more famous over there now. He can't even go to coffee shops anymore like in the past. Of course, last weekend, the biggest crowd of 60 million viewers on TV in Japan. So that's big. The game is really getting bigger over there.
Relentless Joe, trying to pick the speed up and
Crazy game on YouTube.
We said it before the game.
Hey, line out for Japan. Are they going to go short again? First one, they went short. No jumper could contest. Skew, surely. There you go. Referee left it. Japan out wide. If they take that ball out wide, it's through. Didn't get it away. Cross kick. Brilliant. Oh, almost a good bounce for Michael Leach. Line out time for South Africa. I just know I put pressure on it, but it's going to be, it's 43 from 43 line outs now, and it's going to be the next one for South Africa. That line out, that cross kick option was good. Really good. Just bounced wrong.
Right option, the execution. That's what these big games come to, Joel.
44 from 44. Wonder if there's a world record for it. Are they going to get into the Guinness World Record books for lineouts? Wonder. Soccer or football records, everything's in the Guinness World Record. So why can't some rugby records also go in there? Maul is going forward for South Africa. Probably like 10 meters now. Barnes still haven't called any penalty. Surely offside. Oh, they're running out wide. Mapimpi. Space. Still going. Ball. The Islander. Crash ball in the 22 of Japan for South Africa. Going out wide. It's a bit. Oh, ripped the ball. Japan has it. Counter-attacking time. Japan has it on their 22. Kick. Whoa, this is a dangerous kick. Whoa, no. Sure. Two crashes from South Africa into each other. Nothing happened, yo. Whew, my heart, guys. Yeah, Billy would have had a little bit of pain there, running into Mapimpi and then into Peter Stiftway right after each other. Oh, no, that gap, if that ball bounced correctly, that was try time for Japan between the balls.
The defensive line was turn out a ball. It was quick ball, it was good to attack, but then the swim up backs were awfully hard to get back in position.
Oh, Peter Stiff hitting him in the head on the ground. Friendly fire over there. 9th minute, score still the same.
Exactly as we thought it would go, Shimmy, isn't it? Great powerful blocks, good mauling tactics, good strong tackles, rush defense. Japan trying to play quickly and using that little kick we thought they might.
Jamie Jones in the middle, to his right to the cap.
Whew. That was stressful moments over there. The atmosphere over there, you can see it is electric. I can definitely see it. It's a lot of Japanese fans, but there's quite a few South African fans over there as well. What's your score prediction for the game, Chester? Crowd is loud. Definitely. Okay, scrum time again. I was actually looking away for a little bit, so I don't actually know who knocked on. So that was feed. Territory 25 to Japan, 75 for South Africa.
haven't seen South Africa run the ball against the big, powerful teams.
The set pieces are good so far, yes, for South Africa. Bad hit on Billy, friendly fire, as I said, but he'll be okay. He'll be right. Scrum time. Is South Africa going to be dominant again? Oh, no bet from you in this one. Okay, okay. Interesting. The South African scrum went well. So far, South Africa is doing well, but Japan, you know, they just need that knock on and they can run through. They just need to click into gear. Whoa! Hard tackle from Beast. What? They're going to say that's a dangerous tackle. Really? Okay. Is this now going to be a yellow card for Beast? Straight yellow card. Okay. No TMO review, nothing. Just a yellow card like that. Let's see. Pick him up. Very hard tackle. Did he over the horizontal? Yes, over the horizontal. Onto the head. Definite yellow. Could have been a red actually if the arm didn't hit the ground first. That would have been a red. What the hell, Beast? That was ridiculous. That was ridiculous. Saying sorry immediately after that. Wow. Wow, wow. What the hell? Can't believe he just did that. He's not a guy to do stuff like that. Wow. Yellow card. Can maybe write yellow card over there. Tick the 10. Like I said, random arm, girlfriend. Line out time. Japan are unbeaten. As for South Africa, they have lost, but I mean it's to New Zealand, so it's not a bad one. Oh la la. Oh! Almost Damien getting that one. Tamura has been making mistakes, guys. He isn't calm. You can see it, but it's because of South Africa's rush defense. I said he's gonna be under pressure in this one. South Africa is really gonna front up to him and put him under pressure because he's used to sitting on the back foot, everyone covering the guys outside him. I don't allow anyone else to be on the shot. It's SkinnyBru. It's me. Only me. No one else. No, she's just a bit shy. Yeah, she's just a bit shy. She's showing her hand at least. Okay, gets off on Kulisi off, the captain. It's for the yellow card. It's a yellow card replacement. I can't believe they took Kulisi off. He does not look happy with this. He is gonna be angry with that. But I think, yeah, who else? Peter Steff, the toy, he's like the tackling machine in the side. Lappy's off. HIA. Oh, HIA replacement. Murphy on. He's been leading, not this past year, but in the 2 years before that, he was a leading running meter gator in the Super Rugby. Don't know how to perfectly say that, but yeah, he gets the most meters in the Super Rugby. So Murphy is a strong runner with the ball. Think of him like a very quick Dwayne Vermeulen.
South Africa, man down at scrum time.
South Africa by 10. Why is everyone going by 10? I also went with 10. And on the SkinnyBru, everyone went with 10 as well. So even if it is by 10, I'm not going to be happy. Everyone's going to be sharing the results. Oh, South Africa going through the scrum again. Barnes just leaving an interception. Fuck.
Nice. You read that well.
Great read. Great read. South Africa's ball. They're probably going to wind up kicking it away anyway. Unless they want to give it to... No, kicking time. Yeah. Colby in the air. Nope. Asma Tsushima. Of course, South African born, but everyone knows that by now. Oh, Fuff, big tackle. Yeah, please. Nagare lining up. Kicking from Tumura. Going on Mapimpi again. Like I said, oh, whoa. Was that not a challenge in the air? Yeah, penalty. Penalty. Leach getting under Valley. Definitely not in a good position to catch the ball. Let's see. Yeah, no. Some very strict refs might give a yellow card there, but we don't want to see too many yellow cards in this game. The one against Beast, by the way, the yellow card over here, solid, should be a yellow card, no questions about it. Don't know what got into him. A driving tackle, if you didn't see it. He took the player, drove him into the ground, neck first. Luckily, the guy just blocked with his arm. Otherwise, it could have been a red. Thanks. So, been limping. The game is slowed down a bit. Little break in play. Looking at the crowd, Japanese fans. Just showing the Japanese fans. That's biased, guys. Come on. That's biased. Yeah, easy. Easy hit out. What are you thinking of the game so far? So far, it's a tense game. South Africa definitely leading the play so far. Definitely playing better at the moment. Japan has gotten the ball every now and then and looked dangerous, but definitely South Africa at the moment. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I think this good.
It's 7 minutes left from the yellow card. Both teams are definitely nervous. You can see it's not going perfect. Oh, out wide. Japan running. Oh, big tackle again. Tamura is definitely under pressure. You can see he's passing the ball earlier than he usually would. Not getting it comfortable. Come on, man. Advantage for that. Okay.
Thompson, 38 years of age, persuaded to come out of retirement for a second time to make himself available for his fourth Rugby World Cup.
Oh, almost an interception there. Japan running. Off. There they go. Oh! Stepping Cheslin Colby for Kuka. Like they said, he is definitely like Colby. Japan in the 22 of South Africa. Running with the ball. Oh! Dangerous. They're looking very dangerous at the moment. Tamura getting a big hit on him. Oh, going inside. Oh, very big hit again from Dwayne Vermeulen.
What?
Michael Leach, good step on Faf. Oh, South Africa under pressure. It's going to count. It's going to look how the defense goes. On the 5-meter line from Japan. Going up front. Damien de Allende, penalty. Sorry. I know I'm biased, but you guys know that. Penalty, holding on to the ball. Otherwise, South Africa had problems there. Let me tell you that Japan showed us now what they can do. They definitely showed us they can do it. They are up for it. They are up for it. Look at those soft skills. I want to see the step of Fukuoka on Colby. Here it comes. Oh, stepping the stepper.
No, Lenny did very well twice.
The Islanders saved South Africa's butt there. What are the haters saying now?
The first try and
Big tackle from Vermeulen. Yeah, oh, it was from the side from Japan, but the Islander would have definitely got it anyway. Still secure at line-out time. I don't know if now, if a bit earlier's line-out does count now, because it was solid, but then they dropped it afterwards. Probably still counts as 100%. Mapimpi again.
Oh.
Never a contest in the air with Mapimpi. Japan running from the halfway. Lafaele. Oh, Japan is now looking dangerous. Running again. Looks like a defensive game from South Africa at the moment, surely. The amount of people yelling Leach when Michael Leach gets the ball. Japan definitely has fast hands. It hasn't been on display so far. It's only coming into the game now. Oh, out wide open again. They're putting a lot of pressure on Colby there. He has to cover a lot of guys. Turnover, good. Okay, no, they lost it. I like Michael Leach as well. Very inspirational captain. Very inspirational. He plays his heart out as well. Japan is running ragged against Japan. Knock on against South Africa. Knock on from Japan. But Japan is definitely getting into their own game now. Doing their thing. A lot of missed tackles from South Africa so far. I would like to see that stat.
I don't know.
Malaba, nothing. Whew. Guys, my heart is beating. Japan is really getting into their own game now.
Eight tackles.
8 missed tackles from South Africa, 2 from Japan. Tackles made. South Africa definitely doing the defense. 48 tackles. Only 10 from Japan. Well, two missed tackles from Japan basically gave the try away. The try from Mapimpi, obviously very early in the game. Can the box keep it up with defense? Good question. They have 6 forwards on the bench, so that's a good one. That's why Rasi probably did it, to play that defensive game. But at the moment, they're not covering all the gaps. Every time Japan goes out wide to their Ferraris, as they call them, they are going through. So it's dangerous, very dangerous.
I think they're missing link there.
Yeah, remember South Africa does have a yellow card at the moment, as pointed out by my friend over here. 2.5 minutes left on that yellow card for Beast for that cynical tackle, guys. Yeah, 2 minutes 34, probably a little bit less now left.
Springboks don't mind this couple of resets. Give you minutes up the clock, get back to full complement.
Cheetahs in the Pro 14 final. That's a big call to make. They are playing very good at the moment, but remember, a lot of the guys are missing out of those teams up north. The Cheetahs aren't missing any Springboks, but they are playing very well. If they continue with this, especially with the Cheetahs, as soon as they get into that confidence role, they can do it. Finals may be a big ask, but hey, let's hope so. Let's hope so. The defense of South Africa is definitely intense. Penalty to Japan. Definitely go to the polls. Definitely. Utamura is very good up front. If he's close to the poles, very good. In that 35-meter range. Yeah, poles. Good decision in quarterfinals. Told you, the Japanese scrums can do it. It always happens when the ball gets jammed like that. There's problems. When the ball gets jammed, there's problems. What do you think? You're a big Cheetah supporter. You think they're going to go to the final. And it would be good for them. It would be very good. I just wish they could get some bigger names there. Just to get some attention, international attention, man. Like someone close to retirement, someone that, like Ruan Pinar is a good addition. Someone like Louis Ludik, I think, might have been a good addition as well. Marcel Kutsia would be a great addition as well. It's all about the money, South Africa. Penalty, Japan. Through the poles. Score 3-5. You can align there to one of the track met swat. Blauw. Dis kan nie lyn sien. Okay, score 3-5. Random hand here is just changing the score quickly. South Africa definitely dominated the first 10 minutes. The second 10 minutes definitely by Japan. Beast back from his yellow card. Giving South Africa a bit of running space. Not the best. Up and under. Willie Leroux. Nope, he's on the wrong place. Bit of deja vu, yes. This thing a bit. Thing on there. Yes, definite deja vu. Well done. Just he's great on defense. Yeah, I don't think they'll add those two teams just because the Southern Kings haven't done anything so far. Yes, from Zimbabwe. Great having you behind the Springboks. We need all the backing we can get since the whole world is behind Japan today. It's been a great game so far. Can South Africa defend like this for the whole game? They've probably made 5 or 6 times more tackles than Japan. South Africa needs to attack sometime. Another solid line out again. There's a reason Mbunambi took the space from Marx. Marx's line out's not that great always. The ball is going forward. 5 meters probably now. Still going forward. No penalty yet. Still no penalty. Wayne Barnes still calling no penalty. Here we go. Nothing. The Islander breaking a tackle. There he goes. Dropping the ball. Did well first part. Second part just had to hang on to the ball with both arms. Tackle Scrum on the 22 for Japan. Guys, if I wasn't a South African fan, I would have been backing Japan, obviously, as well. If it was Japan versus England, no doubt I would be supporting the Japanese team. Oh, just not hanging on to the ball well. It's gonna come. It's still gonna come.
Bravery in space from Kutana Matsushima. Japan's only try against the Springboks in Kumagaya. Comes into
Scrum for Japan in their own 22. It's going to be a tight one. But the previous scrum, Japan actually won the penalty there. That's where they got their 3 points from.
And they won main list.
could this be payback time?
South Africa, yes, like the commentator is saying, could this be payback time? So South Africa would try and scrum hard in this one. Guys, it's been 23 minutes. It's feeling like a whole half now. I'm so stressed out. Free kick to Japan, running quickly. That has to be a forward pass, okay? Leaving it.
And Matsushima.
Japan running, own 22. Out wide again, overlap. Leach, oh, getting an offload. Big tackle from Faf has to be offside there. Yeah, offside from Faf, definitely. Yeah, well, if Japan plays on their instinct, it's going to go well for them. Let's see this one. Not showing that one again. Yeah, that noise from the crowd and the rest of the world, definitely. The whole world is backing them at the moment. Great hearing that. Then continue watching it. Obviously, you will like it because wait, the ball was in the hand. Obviously, you would like it because South Africa is suffering at the moment. Great line kick from Utamura in the 22. Woo, pressure. They're probably going to go short again. They don't want to get the challenge from Lewitt and Eben. Going short. First jump. Oh! An interception. Why would he pop the ball up like that? Wow. Sure. Okay, I understand the pop. You saw there was a guy there. Just South Africa still hanging on by a thread. Can it continue for the whole game? I doubt it. I highly doubt it. They need to change it. They need to change up a bit. They are definitely feeling it. And South Africa is definitely playing with a defensive structure today against Japan. That's what their mindset is in this one. I don't want to think about 2015, Chester. It's in the past. Ball being lost by Japan. South Africa has it. Billy running. Oh, dangerous pass. Oh, they're going to kick it. They have to surely kick it. The scrums are strong by both sides today. Probably, Pollard would probably want to get more distance on the kick, but this whole tournament he hasn't gotten any distance. He's just been kicking 20, 30 meters. So South Africa is under pressure all the way. Probably going to go to the front again. Yes. Japan's going to go to the front of the line out all day if I suspect things right.
Nice previous line out option for Japan. That was stuck in. Agade, Thompson.
Japan on the 22 of South Africa yet again. Big tackle from the Hollander. Offload from Japan though in that tackle. Big tackle again. There's been big defensive efforts from the Springboks. Maul, no, not a maul, roll away. Japan on the 22 all the way. The offloading is coming into the play now. Interception from Khaleesi. Interception from Japan. Whew. Oh, playing behind the backs. Forward pass from Japan, saving South Africa's ass again. It is more intense than I imagined. That's what I predicted. I predicted an intense game there because it's going to be attack versus defense the whole game. It is getting a bit messy. Khaleesi giving his best, but that offload of his... after getting that ball from the intercept, he should have probably tried to get the ruck. He probably would have been tackled out of the field, but that would have been a better option. You don't want to have that scramble play against Japan at all. Offloads, 11 from Japan, 0 from South Africa. That's proving something. Crowd is a little bit more silent at the moment, just staring. Scrum in the half of Japan. Hopefully South Africa tries and runs with the ball. Possession, 81% for Japan, 19 for South Africa. That's ridiculous. The All Blacks will love watching this because if they had to run like this against South Africa, they would win. If they had to play a running loose game like this against Japan, they would probably win as well. So both teams not at their best. South Africa is doing well with no possession. We knew before the game they're going to play a defensive game. So the score is pretty close. It's just the question remains, are they going to be able to do it for 80 minutes? Scrums are getting a bit messy now. The crowd is getting loud, getting charged up. Okay, South Africa's feed to the scrum just inside Japan's half. It is hard work. Defense is the hardest part of the game. That's why South Africa went with that 6-2 split on the bench for forwards. Scrum, stable, very stable. It's like a table. You can eat on it. Running a bit forward there, maybe. It's not. They've been kicking the ball away the whole time. I think they don't want to play a running loose game against Japan because they know they will be outplayed if they play that kind of game against Japan. In that case, if both teams had to play running rugby, we'd say Japan by 20. LaRue cutting through the line, just getting tackled. Leach in there on the ruck. Holding. Nope, not holding. Ref leaves it. Beast get the ball. No one yelling Beast today. That's interesting. I've never seen that happen ever. Any country. Faf's box kick in the 22 of Japan. It was probably a bit more on an option, but hey, putting them in their own 22 might put them under pressure. He loves the box kick. I don't know. What do you think? Do you think Reinach should have played? Reinach or Yankees? A lot of people are calling that, especially from that game from Reinach. I like Yankees, but I would have probably said Reinach because of his experience just on the side. And he's in great form as well. Yeah, look, I love Faf. I like him a lot. But he's not in form. Something happened, and now he's just not in form. I think, like I've said to a couple of people, I think dropping him once, putting him on the bench once, will change his game completely. Will put him back to what he should be doing. Yeah, well, better game probably. His kicking is less. That might be better. But South Africa has barely got through the ball. Okay, Japan's throw in their own 22. Probably going to go forward again. Oh, at the back. South Africa got it. Now they need to... What's happening? Penalty to Japan. Pulling the guy over in the ruck. South Africa's just not doing anything with possession whatsoever. Wow, that number 2 was completely in the field. That's against the rules, you know that. Your toes can only touch the line. Breaking the rules a bit there. But hey, what difference would it make? It's just a bit closer to the maul, probably. Okay, 32nd minute. Japan kicking it out just past halfway. Line out to South Africa. Game is still very intense. Dude, they all do it. I agree. They all do it. I've just not seen it to that extent where the guy is probably 30 centimeters into the field. Usually it's their heels touching the line. They play it to that. But yeah, it's just like the scrum feed where everyone throws it in skew. It's part of the game now. Cross kick from Japan. All out from South Africa, they say. Okay. Utamura has done the cross kick now a couple of times. This one, not the best option this time around. Last time I knew why they did it. Definitely out by Willie. Knockout on in the air. They could go for scrum or line out. If Japan had to choose, would they choose line out or scrum? They would go for line out. Ori on the line this time. Watching the game live is very difficult. Like you have to get Express VPN, which makes you able to get like a English account or something like that from Britain, and then from there on you can actually join ITV's 7-day trial, and you can watch the game on there. So just get ExpressVPN, get your email on there, register on there, then you get ITV for their 7-day trial, and then you'll probably get it. Oh, South Africa going through. Oh, what a pass, man! On the feet. No. No, that's not what they're supposed to do when they get the ball every 30 minutes. Was good counter-attack. That was try time for my Pimpy. Oh. VIP League. Follow that one then. No problem, man. No problem. Check out that VIP League. I might check it out there as well sometime. Woo. That was a massive tackle from Kulisi, but that was supposed to be try time from my Pimpy. Oh, that's what's supposed to be on in South Africa. It was debatable just before the tournament. Now it's on DSTV, only on DSTV, which you pay like $1,000 per month. No one can watch it for free. In the UK, they're doing it right. Yeah, it's really how it's supposed to be. Everyone's supposed to be watching the games. Everyone's supposed to be getting into it. It's not supposed to be like this. Look, other tournaments make money from it, all that stuff. But World Cup, this is where they're supposed to get people that's not supporting the game yet into the game. South Africa stealing the line out there in the 22 from Japan. Can South Africa do anything this time around? Oh, obstruction, definitely. My prediction now. It's not South Africa by 10 anymore. At the moment, might change again. At the moment, South Africa by 2.
Well, you need deception. You need runners, but it's got to be a little bit more organized and a little bit better plan and structure the next game.
Not my job, man. Not my job. My job is to do this. Almost. Still a bit left, man. So just under halfway. That's certainly. What do you guys say about that? I have a feeling Japan's going to score just before halftime. Let's see if that happens. If they score, I'm definitely downing it. Kicking from Tamura, not getting anywhere. Proving that South Africa's doing something right. Colby, always in the air, solid. Box kick from Faf. Oh, wow, whoa. Nope, just too far. If it was out, Colby getting it, they're not going to run with it. That's not what they're doing today. We need more Cheslin Colbys on the field. Or at least just get the ball to the one Cheslin Colby we have on the field. Marks on. What's this for? Mbunambi injured. Looks like Marks is on for the rest of the game. And Mbunambi has done really well. But Marks being dropped to the bench, this might be his time to prove himself. Because he's a great player. Line out was good. I mean, Marks, up to before the World Cup, he was questioned to be one of the best hookers in the world. So he'll be back there sometime again. Mauls from South Africa, still going all the way. They're just doing it brilliant with a long tail these days. I don't know why they're kicking. I don't know. It's been a massive debate in South Africa. Everyone's hating it. Surely offside from Japan. Colby has it. Going. Oh! Willie knocks on just like in the previous games. Always when he knocks on, it's someone else's fault. Guys, South Africa's just not doing anything when they get the ball. That's why they're kicking it. They can't do anything else. But Pimpy was open out wide. That ball should have just gotten away.
My sister can have it all before.
Perfect pass. I can read his lips there. I know what he said. Can't say it on here. There's no age restriction. Someone in the comments may tell you what he said.
Please don't.
Japan definitely have better hands than the Springboks because this is the type of game they play. They play attacking rugby. South Africa don't play attacking rugby. Except the B team. The B team, they like playing like that. Willemse, interesting. I don't think he's proven himself to be in the first team yet. Maybe if he got a little bit more game time, he could have been there. Almost half time, 30 seconds left. New Zealand coaches, yes, they are the influence there on the hands. Line out time, Max. Second throw for him. He's obviously on because Mbunambi is injured. Got injured in this game. As always, complaining about the one side being on the other side.
Just one.
Is South Africa going to kick it out? Or are they going to run it? Whoa! If you want to do that, just kick it out. Just kick it out if you want to do that. Penalty for South Africa. Frans Steyn on the field. If he was there, go for poles. We might see him coming on a little bit earlier, now that I say it. We might see him coming on a little bit earlier to get those drop goals and penalties from further away. They shouldn't try to play like Japan. They're not going to get it right. Japan is a lot better at playing like Japan than South Africa. We're at the 41st minute. It's almost half time. Just in the red zone now. On the 22 for South Africa. Going for a maul. Marks has it at the back. Mauls haven't been doing that well. It's going forward, but it's not been going as much as in the previous games. They're probably going to try and get the penalty here. Try and get the penalty to go for poles. That's what I would do. If the ref doesn't say use it. Yeah, use it. Crash ball from the Islander. Right. He was out. Yes! I wonder. I think he was out. Yeah. Crawling. No try. Definitely. Ah! Definitely held. I saw the guy. Yeah, they on him. Yeah. Was it the tackler though? The tackler did not hold him. It was a different guy. Okay, half-time score 3-5 South Africa. South Africa just barely hanging on. I'll be back now to talk about half of the first half. Just quickly, gonna leave you.
Territory and possession, but only a penalty to show for it. Half time at the Tokyo Stadium. Japan 3, South Africa 5. It's a win-win situation. Home gets the.
As a family, we always play everyone. We always play the snacks and the couple seeds. Granny always says, there's no nothing with food in the garden. And we love everything thousands of times. You get so much more in it.
South Africa should be glad to be in the lead, guys. It's not been going their way. They've been defending the whole half. Every time they are trying to run with the ball, they have some issues. Just quickly check the internet connection. Just check if it's still playing. Look, the no try. The tackler did release him, yes. But then there was another random guy also falling into the field, holding on to him. So I don't quite know exactly what there is. Because usually if the guy holds on to you, you can't stand up and go further. Yes, I get that. But the guy that grabbed onto him wasn't technically the tackler. So maybe just need to look at the replay, then I'll make my call on that as well. What's your thoughts on the game so far, guys? I think Japan definitely playing better. Let's hear what they say. Over here in South Africa, they'll talk about that try now. I know that.
The kind of half that they wanted to work, particularly with them at this amount of time.
Japan is definitely doing better.
At the moment, Japan with their tails up as well. We'll see how things unfold in that second half. But a few things that we have picked up, including that yellow card that really sort of leveled the playing field between the two teams.
The yellow card that South Africa got, that was also a very important factor in the game. Very important.
Yeah.
As soon as that yellow card came, the whole game changed around. South Africa was on attack the whole time. Yellow card, everything changed around.
chance of the intercept. What advice there?
Yeah, in the end of the day, quarterfinals, score at the end, that's the only thing that matters, nothing else.
Opportunity created with an intercept, but I think we're just rushing things. We seem a little bit flustered when we do get those opportunities.
Mapimpi could have had 3 tries by now. One where just dropped the ball, the other one where Billy knocked it on, ridiculous knock on there. So Mapimpi could have had 3 tries by now in this game. So you could say if South Africa gets those passes to stick, just calm themselves down, get those counter-attacking going, it could go better. But they have to improve. If they don't improve, the question is, will they stay in the league?
Tackle was made, he has to release, pick up the ball, and go to score. But then, Stella, that's a small poison type of thing that South Africa wants to do. In terms of
Sorry, I'm just listening what they're saying about that try about the Islander. Yeah, they say also it's not a try by the law. When he's tackled, he has to release the ball, pick it up, go on. So yeah, I agree. Also called it while it was happening. But such a small thing.
By 14 to 15 points at halftime, and the halftime talk will be completely different. The mentality of the team will be completely different. But we lost the one when we had 70 forwards on the field. Beyond that, it's been dominant. The ball.
Good point from the presenters. They say the scrum has been dominant actually from South Africa. The only one that South Africa has lost was when there was only 7 forwards on the field. So that's a good point to build on. Rassie will surely tell that to the players to build on the scrums. Mauls, I don't know. We've been progressing in the mauls, but no penalties have been called because Japan isn't dropping the maul. They aren't letting it fall. They're just scrumming back.
Then we stop playing. Instead of while we're going for, surprise them a little bit. We're not surprising you. That's the thing.
Anyone want to revise their prediction for this game?
So instead of,
I don't know. I still don't know what to do. Like I said, now I think it's going to be South Africa by 2.
for us to attack. And I still think we're in the game, but we're a little bit static at the moment. I think we've got enough forwards going forward for us to really play on the front.
So there's not much to actually hop on to. That's how you've seen it. Outside point of view. Look, the Springboks are going to have to focus on the next 20 minutes. And they don't want to be taking this game.
Like the guys are saying, the Springboks need to focus on the next 20 minutes, and especially for me, how they come out in the second half, how they're going to play. This defense game has been working to an extent. Japan is under pressure, but Japan is just waiting for the box to get tired. So when to put on the subs is going to be very important. I think putting on front stain earlier might be a good option. Get those long distance kicks, get those penalties. But the problem is, if you get an injury in the back line, who is going to replace that guy? Is it going to be Herschel Yankees?
Take on the halftime. So it's those small things only that come with pressure behind you, because that's what you start chasing.
Are we almost flustered at the moment, Scott?
Well, I suppose there's pressure. That's why you see the lack of ball security or execution. I think the plan is working. The fact that we are putting the 9 on the deck every time we pass, the plan is to take the tempo out by pushing the 9 over. It's happening. It's working for us. Our defense, we say the defense for massive amounts of time in that first half without really being threatened. Our defense is backing.
Penalties conceded, 2 from Japan, 6 from South Africa. Handling errors, 9 each. So the ball is pretty even on both sides. Tackles made, that's an important factor. 91 from South Africa, only 31 from Japan. So it's 3 times more for South Africa. Kicks from hand, 14 for Japan. That's already more than they did in the last game. And 12 kicks from hand from South Africa. So kicks are actually pretty even. I haven't noticed Japan kicking that much. I just see the running. But definitely what South Africa would aim for is to get a try after the halftime. But as always, Japan would be aiming to do the same. So it's going to be epic. The second half is going to be stressful. This first one was very stressful, especially with South Africa just taking the back foot, backing their defense, which has been good. Sometimes it looks like they're just scrambling, just getting that interception or just getting the guy on the heel. Whew. Not the best half of rugby for the Springboks. As for Japan, I have to say, also not the best half of rugby. They haven't been at their best. They are also passing the ball a bit early, also dropping it a lot of times, kicking more than you're used to from there. Let's hope both sides pick it up in the second half and plays a little bit better. Around about 5 minutes until the second half starts. Probably less.
If you strive to see further than what's in front of you, you see the potential of both.
This has been the closest game so far, the closest quarterfinal to thus far. The teams are equal. I mean, I think Japan is ranked after yesterday's and this morning's games. Japan is ranked at 6th in the world, or is it still 7th? And South Africa obviously 5th. So we are pretty equal if you look at world rankings, and that's how it's supposed to work. You're close like that, it's supposed to be a close game, not like the one that happened between Ireland and New Zealand, where New Zealand just absolutely thrashed them. I wonder when Rusty's going to bring that halftime or the other subs on. I think probably at the 50th minute. Same for Jamie Joseph. I think he's also going to bring them on early. But they looked like they have a little bit more energy, the Japanese side. The Springboks are definitely making them hard on themselves, but the Japanese side as well. They've been kicking a lot of times when they shouldn't have kicked, especially to Colby's side. He is going to get the ball over there. And yes, yesterday's games, they were definitely one-sided. We all knew who's going to win there about halfway through. Today's games was up to the end. France, Wales was a great game. This one is looking like it's even more stressful than that one. I must say I am stressed for this half of rugby. But South Africa hasn't done anything on attack, dropping the ball every now and then. Japan also not that great on attack, not looking like they have their self-kick skills as always. What about G-Man? Does he agree with me? Does he also call it the same? Dude, everyone in South Africa is stressing at the moment. Over here, just in the living room, everyone is stressing as well. We are seeing that an upset might be happening. Upset might be happening over here. Just depends on how the two teams come out now. That's a good prediction to make. Look, if Japan has to go up against Wales, how Wales were playing this morning, yeah, I think Japan would win. South Africa, though, not the greatest game, but they would fix it by then, probably. So, yeah, I pretty much agree with you, Chester. Stressing at work, Grant, I can imagine you're not doing any work. I think you just have to stay a little bit later today to do another hour's work or at least something like that. Okay, second half about to start. Let's hope both teams come out a little bit better in this half. Obviously, that's going to mean everything's going to become more stressful.
Wales, solitary points. Over France, based in the semi-finals, and that's right.
If South Africa loses today, you're just going to sulk under your desk. Okay, kick off. Second half to start. South Africa already under pressure. Kick from Faf. Well done. Huge kick. Just not bouncing right. Held up. Mole. Ref still not calling it held up. There we go. Scrum to South Africa. I don't know why you guys are always behind. What did they say? What way to watch it on? I forgot it again. There's somewhere else that you can watch it live right now, free. Scott Brett's enjoying the game from the supporters. Yeah, VIP League. Go check that out, Grant. A lot of guys are saying they are watching it over there for free, no problems. Wide out, wide for Colby. Nothing for him there. Box kick. Mapimpi in the air. Oh! Whoa. Whoa! That surely was tackling the guy in the air. Nothing. Just leaves it. Okay. Why? Cheslin Colby down and injured apparently. Let's see what happened here. No. The guy went for the ball. The commentators over here says the guy didn't go for the ball. He looked up. I don't know. They needed to run it. They weren't supposed to kick it over there. Bond says it's no foul play. Not reviewing it. Nothing. Because he has a screen just in front of him. He is the TMO. Commentators over here are pretty angry. But I'm watching with South African commentary. But like they're saying, why is South Africa kicking there? Why are they kicking a box kick over there? Why just not pass to Mapimpi? He's dangerous enough just to go through. Okay, penalty for South Africa. Going for the poles. Looking at that kick again. Nah. Both guys are looking up. I don't know. It doesn't look like he was going for a dangerous tackle. It didn't even look like he saw Mapimpi coming in. So probably right. You can't know what the guy was thinking. Hey, at least it's closer. You can take this one a little bit back if you want to my video. Okay. 8-3 for South Africa. There we go. Sam, can you just write here? Just write. Just trying to get another assistant to write for me quickly. Yeah, just points. You just need points. Penalties, drop goals, front staying. And box kick. That's not what South Africa needs. Because Mapipe isn't going to challenge in the air at all, ever. Japan running with the ball again. Under pressure. Oh! What the hell is going on there? South Africa gets the ball in their half. Unlike the previous one, Willie Leroux catches the ball, but someone else knocks it on. Struggling with my board over here. Hopefully that's better. Tamura cross kicking again. That was useless. That was just a useless kick. Their handling has been horrible, but both sides have had equal handling errors in this game so far. And box kick from Faf. Let's see if that happens. And it happens. Massive tackle on the guy that caught the ball. Look, if they want to box kick, at least get the wing to get the ball every time. But Mapipi is not challenging for it. South Africa got the ball in at 22. Ah, forward pass. Willie Leroux. Just getting very frustrated with him at the moment. He's not doing anything. Just through the hands there. Why the skip pass? Oh, forward for days. That's a terrible pass. Just pass to Kulisi, pass to Peter Stefan. Try. Any day. But who's the fullback to replace him? No one. Bring on Yankees as a winger and put Colby on the fullback. If South Africa had to go through to the semi-final and attack like that, there's no way they're going on. No way. Defense-wise, though, they are putting teams under pressure. Japan making some changes. Yutamura off. Prop also off. So they're trying to change the game plan a bit. Yeah, nothing to scare Wales at the moment. But actually from both sides, I think. Maybe. Penalty for South Africa. Beast jumping up and down. Hey man, I remember a couple of times where he has hated us. Let's hope he loves us today. Yeah, Prop definitely standing up there. At the moment, yeah, probably, maybe. They haven't let Japan slip through whatsoever with anything. So it's pretty great defense. But you need to back that up with attacking, and when the attack comes to score tries. And it could have happened, I think, 3 times now. All of them, or 2 of them, Willie Leroux was involved and he messed it up. Through the balls for Pollard. On the 48th minute. Heaps of mistakes from everyone, actually. Japan has been losing the ball easily as well. Not the greatest game. Stressful game, though. Mm, box kick. That's what the Springboks do. The Springboks kick. Up in the air. No way. Colby misses it. Are you getting South African women on there on your camera? No, we don't have anything. We just have Japanese men. All Japanese men. As I said, beast there. A big tackle again from the Islander. He's been great. He's had a good game.
Well done.
Well done. South Africa getting the ball from the ruck.
It's a bit like
Yo, bus is full for Malarba and a kick again. Both sides just kicking the ball at the moment. Pollard has the ball. Just in front of halfway. Run the ball. Colby has it. Colby getting through two guys. Not the third guy. Are the Aussie commentators a bit tricky, or what's the problem over there? And a kick from this time. In the middle of nowhere. At least he gets a big tackle in there. Getting that guy out of the field. Well done. Horrible kick, but doing what he should to get that mistake right. The tempers are getting up again. Are they too Australian? Okay. Yeah, that was a big tackle. Matsushima is gonna feel that one. I think South Africa is gonna start bringing on subs soon. They're gonna get tired now. Japan is doing that. Yeah, man. Not cool. A lot of times being a bit biased, or a lot of times just saying it too much like it is. But yeah, I'm here commentating. Okay, line out for South Africa. Just inside Japan's half. Another successful line out. Doing brilliantly. Maul is going well. Are they dropping it? No penalty from Barnes. Oh, Lewis should be on number 9. He just passed it.
number 9.
Oh, pressure. Too much pressure doing that. Japan has put the attacking from South Africa under pressure as well. True what you're saying. Everyone is backing Japan today. Someone has to back the box. I'll do that. Mapimpi. Oh! That could be a yellow card. Mapimpi is never right in the air. He's just never there to challenge a guy in the air. Ever.
Yeah, man. Oh, that's a bad
He's a great attacker, though. He's great, but that was ridiculous. I mean, that's cynical play. You can see the guys in the air.
lucky.
If South Africa loses, you might see me on YouTube crying on camera. Maybe. Or throwing my camera. One of the two. Depends on how the loss goes. Two props coming on for South Africa. Beast has done well. Malapa as well.
All changes.
But these two could probably start in any different team.
South Africa and Stephen Kitso was on for 10 down. Tawarira.
Yeah, it's basically watching South Africa replay over and over and over. But hey, if they win, they win. If it's not attractive, it's not attractive. It's just going to make a difference to my prediction next week.
It's a rousing reception. There's no turning around.
South Africa stealing the line out from Japan
Yeah.
on the halfway line.
Go.
What is Faf going to do? No prizes for guessing.
Kick.
What's my pimpy going to do? No prizes for
Not
guessing.
even a tackle.
Time loop where the score changes. Like you said, the important part is the score. Because Japan has been stuck in their own half for this game so far. Or for the second half so far. Kick straight up in the air from Japan. Billy gets it up. Pollard gets it. Well done. Great fielding of it. Kitsov is really good. Dangerous scrummer. Up till a month ago, he was a first choice prop. So, Koff just as good. Oh, Delisi, well done. Now they're running a bit. Wonder how many times they're going to do that till they kick again.
Well, every time. Wow.
Wow. South Africa running a bit. Trying to get Japan off guard. Whoa.
Nice.
Scrum to South Africa on 10-meter line on Japan's side of the field. They're running, they're passing, they're not going forward, but at least they're doing something different. The Islander has had a great game. Just doing what he did there was great, except for the guy pushing him off. But before that, it was good. It was illegal though. So. But could happen. Rassi might tell them from the 51st minute do that, or from that certain place on the field do that. But I don't know. It looks like they're stuck. Why not? What's the problem? Why can't you watch the game? It is annoying. It is very annoying.
I don't know.
Penalty South Africa. Definitely going for the poles. It's what they are doing, South Africa, at the moment. Just frustrating Japan, making so they make stupid mistakes and then getting points from it. Yeah. Every time the whistle blows, it's the most interesting parts. So the first scrum for the new props went well. South Africa kicking for the poles. We're getting 3 points every now and then, but one try and that margin is small again.
He's outside the try margin.
On that, how France played this morning, actually. I would think maybe Japan versus France would be quite interesting. Pollard pulls his kick, misses. Not what was necessary.
Snowman comes on, we might see a little offloading game as well, perhaps.
South Africa receiving the kickoff
22-meter restart marks.
on the 10-meter line of Japan's side of the half. Running a ball up, kicking the ball from Pollard.
That voice coming down outside the 22.
Mapimpi actually challenging in the air that time. Not hitting it, but challenging.
Tsushima secures position.
Yeah, his kicking hasn't been what it's supposed to be. Whoa, big tackle from Eben, pushing them back into their own line. Definitely a kick. Oh, whoa, running from behind the line from... Oh, knock on in the air from Mapimpi. Okay, didn't see that one.
Maybe he should contest.
First time he contested in the air. Knocking it. More substitutions from Japan. They are subbing a lot earlier than South Africa, actually. I definitely thought maybe a flanker or a lock might have been on the field already for South Africa. But Japan, in their own half, for this half of the game, literally 20 minutes now. So it's good for South Africa. Yeah, I agree. It would be a good game. Get them into the Six Nations, like you said. But I would enjoy them in the Tri Nations or the Rugby Championship. This is 4 nations now. Yeah, Koselager, lekker. The final 20 minutes will be massive, especially to see how the guys go after defending the whole game. They should be tired by now, so the subs are going to be crucial when they get on. Japan scrum on the 22, they took very long to feed the ball. Now he's calling it up because there was movement in the scrum. Probably because the scrum half never put in the ball. What are you guys drinking? Anything over there? Another big scrum. Let's see. Japan gets it. They're under pressure. Got the ball out quickly. Running the ball out of the own 22. Whoa! Whoa! That was a massive tackle from Valileru. Absolutely huge on the 22. Yes. Wow! What a tackle. No man, spike your tea. You can't be drinking tea for this game.
South Africa in the warm-up game.
Ooh. I'm still feeling that tackle right here. Billy, come on. Is this a sign that you're changing some gears? Faf is running. What? High tackle. Yeah. South Africa's chance to go to the polls. Ice Cold Castle. Cheers. enjoy the game, man. Hope you're enjoying it so far. It's stressful. It's stressful. Like they said, last 20 minutes. Archies Snyman on. Who is he replacing? Eben Etzebeth. A lot of people will be happy with that. Eben has had a mixed game. Not really standing out though. Archie might have the X factor. Especially with that offload game of him. South Africans dancing over there. Getting ready. Other South Africans are a bit more nervous than them. Pollard, is he going to kick this one over? Missed it already today.
Yes, that's right.
South Africa is inching away, just like a team in the top tiers does. That's what they do. Doesn't have to be attractive rugby. Pollard just getting it in. Score change over there. Score 3-14 for South Africa in the 63rd minute. 11-point difference. Still not safe, if I would call it. Japan, this is like one of their first chances this half to get back into the South African half of the field. Oh, Colby under a lot of pressure and doing really well there. Penalty for South Africa, just not sure what. Whoa, what the? A little guy like that. Wow, that's different. Definitely. I mean, he's grabbing him onto his headgear. What? Colby just strong. Whoa, that's dangerous. Look how his back is twisting. That's very dangerous. Nothing in the rules that states you can't do that, though. Hair pulling, that's against the rules. Ah, Cheslin down again. By this rate, he's not going to finish this World Cup. If we continue, I don't know. He's been injured every single game. Guys just always hit him. Just always wants to hit him. If he goes off, we might see Herschel Yankees there. Herschel Yankees did play fullback on school level, so good run there. He's quite good. He does have a natural flair with the ball as well. South African fans are starting to dance, getting confident. Don't know if it's the right moment yet. I'm not confident yet. I called South Africa by 10. It's 11 points at the moment. Confident or is it overconfident? That's the big question. Pollard kicking the ball out. Time for a line out. We'll probably just kick Japan back into their own half again. That's what I imagine them doing. I would do that. Get them back, put them under pressure again. Line out, safe as always. It's almost 100% sure that South Africa always gets the line out by this rate. South Africa definitely going forward very far into the other half, 20 meters now. Whoa, 30 meters now. The maul is just going crazy. No penalty advantage yet, nothing. Japan just not dropping it. That's it. Whoa, they're on their 22.
What?
South Africa just mauling like crazy. Japan in their own half by not kicking. Oh, try time! Fuck! Woo!
Yes.
Is it the try time? I hope so. Woo! Oh, I think that's a try. Looks like he gave it. Sorry about that. Got a bit distracted. Faf de Klerk doing something he's supposed to be doing. Let's just check. Hopefully he doesn't check anything.
That more.
Oh, perfect. Oh, just pushing him off. Well done, Faf. Try has been given through the balls. I think the South African fans could now start getting confident. Yeah, probably. Yeah, Japan now, they're going to start facing sides as if they are a tier 1 nation. And South Africa, not top 3 yet, but they'll probably get there.
Yes,
Mostert coming on for the Jager, meaning 2 locks have been replaced and the whole front row. So there's only one more front replacement for South Africa left. That is Francois Lowe. Other two is Frans Steyn and Herschel Yankees. Yeah, you have to relax a little bit. Faf is the man. I agree. He is the man. I really like him, but he needs to play his game. But you could argue what he is doing is working. Just kicking them, putting them in their own half. Francois Lowe on as well. That means all 6 front pack replacements has been put on. The stream quality over here, that's because of the internet speed over in South Africa. Not always the best. To get it up to the best quality, it is very expensive. So it's difficult, but you could still see most of the stuff, hopefully. Replacement for Japan going off already. I've liked him throughout this tournament. He's a good player. He played number 8 months ago, or a year ago. He was still number 8. Now he's a prop. Which short guy? The one with the blonde hair, that's Faf de Klerk. The one with the scrum cap on the wing, that's Cheslin Colby. The one on the bench, that is Herschel Yankees. He's also a scrum half. 3 guys. Very dangerous, all 3 of them. Whoa! Japan going with the ball. 22 of South Africa. South Africa scrambling. Penalty for Japan. I turned off my light now. Let me know if that's a little bit better. Maybe the quality looks a little bit better. Japan now going for the line. They need to. Try putting. Yeah, that's Cheslin Colby then. Light on again. It's better. Oh, South Africa getting a crucial line out on their own 5-meter line. Stealing it from Japan. Peter sticks it away. Well done. Cheslin Colby also involved on a line out. Dangerous. Very dangerous for Japan. They can run now. under a lot of pressure, not going anywhere.
A strong carry from Asaeli Abalu.
Oh, backwards from South Africa. South Africa running now, confident, pull out. Valilaru running, is he going to pass? Mapimpi, going. Oh, high tackle, try time. Woo! Try time again. South Africa. Here we go. This game is getting out of hand for Japan. He should have hit him a little bit lower. I have to say that. But he caught it. Woo! South Africa getting to running rugby just at the right time. Pollard running at the line. Who thought that would happen? I also agree. I definitely think it's game over. South Africa going through to the quarterfinal or to the semi-finals, meaning all my predictions so far are right. Matsushima went too high. Okay, now we might see some backline replacements just to get them on the field as well. Cheers of Diana. France had a great game. They had an amazing game. Just a bad red card. Pollard missing another conversion. It's the third missed kickoff today. Really had a good game, France, but a red card at the end. I think lost 20 minutes, lost the game from there. They were in the lead for most of the game. I'm struggling with my thing here. It's falling, not getting it right. Stream daily. All the games. Could think of that. Maybe for the semi-finals, it's only 2 games. I could stream both of them. I definitely think I will stream the semi-finals. Definitely. I'm enjoying it. Hope you're enjoying it. Just always a bit stressful. Just before the tour, just before I stream, it feels like I'm running a race or something. A little bit of stress. But I don't know why. It's quite comfortable. Just need a bit of beer. I will definitely stream both games next week. Kicking the ball from Faf again. As far as I know, France Stein is on the field right now. I can't remember actually seeing a replacement. Just too happy about the try.
Just brushed off it.
Okay, for 6-pack beer, I'll do it. Pollard is getting comfortable now. That's how he's supposed to be playing, how he plays for the Bulls. Faf, whoa! Just when I wanted to say he's getting comfortable, he gets a knock on. Semi-final will be against Wales next week then. So also a big game. Wales wasn't impressive in this game this morning. South Africa, I wanted to say wasn't impressive, but the game plan they had might have been boring, but it really, really worked. The margin of victory is maybe what people predicted, but not how they predicted the game would go down. That's not a high tackle at all. Very hard tackles. The other game is New Zealand versus England. Black versus white. It's going to be a big one. Always a big one. England versus... Those two teams, I must say, are probably the most in-form teams in the World Cup at the moment, England and Japan. Makazola Mapimpi, 13 tries from 12 Springbok appearances. That's why he's there. I might complain a lot of times of him, his defense or how he plays in the air and so on, but I always say that's why he's there. Semi-finals between Wales and South Africa will be interesting as well. Hard question, my friend. It all goes down to how they play against Wales if they continue. If Herschel Yankees on for Faf de Klerk, South Africa could win it. Look, South Africa, let's say New Zealand progresses to the final, just for argument's sake, and South Africa plays them. South Africa could beat them, especially because they are used to playing against them. They know how to beat them by now. They play against England, might be a bit questionable, but I think they could win it as well. So at the moment, the 4 teams going to the semi-finals, I do think all of them have a chance. All of them have a chance. Obviously, New Zealand, they are the favourites still.
Well done.
Running with the ball. I agree. That's my prediction. South Africa versus New Zealand for the finals. I made that prediction, I think, about 2 months ago. So if it happens, I'll be pretty chuffed. It's on video as well, so I can prove it.
The national hero of the final.
I don't know, man. In South Africa, people aren't happy with bowing out in a World Cup. It's getting the World Cup or nothing. So, I don't know. Not really successful in the eyes of the people over here. Offside from South Africa. I don't know. Mine might be a little bit behind yours. I am further away from the screen, but let's see. Just a kiss on the forehead from your. I think Wales will, but I think they have a lot to improve as well from their game they had. The game they had against France wasn't good at all. But still, it's a successful World Cup for Japan. I'm really happy for them. They had a very successful run, but at the end of the day, South Africa just had the better game plan, probably the better team as well. Japan struggled. They struggled. Yeah, New Zealand to win the World Cup, I think that's the safest bet anyone would ever make. And I know a couple of people that put money on Japan winning the World Cup. That would have been a big payout if it happened. And for that one, I do vlogs. I do it weekly for basically every game. I stream every now and then. I don't do that so much, but for the semi-finals and finals, I'll do that for sure. Yeah, there's 3 short guys in the team, so yeah, there's a few little packets of dynamite in the South African team. The shortest of all of them is Herschel Yankees. The scrum off that just came on now. South Africa pressuring Japan on their own 22. Japan just struggling. Yankees bringing in a little bit of running game on. Cross kick. Belleroux popping it back in. Knock on. It's a bit of a combination. I'm streaming from my phone slash laptop. The laptop stream has a Wi-Fi connection to the phone's camera because the phone's camera is a bit better. But the Wi-Fi connection is making it a problem. That's why it's a very low stream. Because my camera that I'm streaming with is 24 megapixels, 1080p. So the stream is just poor because of the Wi-Fi connection.
To bring a substitution
Japan.
I think the Japanese crowd just wants Japan to do something, just wants them to really just show what they've been doing in the whole World Cup. They haven't scored a try today, which is really showing what the South African defense can do. The quality is pretty good. I'm happy with that. That's my biggest worry every time. Just that the quality is the best. I try and make it the best I can, but it's only so much you can do. Japan running with it, that's what they have to do. I think everyone would like a try from them. I should maybe look on the SkinnyBru, who I don't want to get points at the moment. Then I can say what score I want. Japan is just trying too hard. They're just trying too hard. Look, as long as it's okay, it's not gonna be 1080p, man. It's not gonna be full HD. Scrum off, Faf de Klerk, man of the match. Interesting. I don't think he played that well. I actually thought Mapimpi would have gotten it. The Islander played really well to me. He played really well. But Faf de Klerk, he played the game he should have played. That's the game the coach told him to play. But I didn't expect that. I must say I did not expect that. No idea. The match isn't done yet. I think it's 1 minute left. 1 minute left, and I know this South African team, especially with Herschel Yankees at scrum half, they might try and score a try. Colby might try and do something as well. Oh, Faf smiley face, yeah. I think because he's under pressure from the other two scrum halves, especially Yankees, the young guy. Reinach also experienced. He's under pressure, so it might be a little bit of load off his shoulders, but I would have said Mapimpi or the Islander. I don't know. I'm indecisive.
Sets up a quick wrap in midfield, lost it. Pulled off it. His hands well and truly on it. Yankees squeezing.
Oh, that has to be obstruction. Not okay.
Again, quite hard. Across the face.
I don't know, man. I deal with dislikes on a daily basis, so it's fine. As long as everyone likes, all of you likes it, I'm happy. Front Stein running. You want to see my friends in the background? There's only like two, but okay. Here's one. Sam, my girlfriend. She doesn't like being on camera. There's my dad. It's over there. All of us just chilling, drinking our beers. Usually I don't stream from here, by the way, if you were wondering. My man of the match. Oh, kicking the ball out. Game over. Here we go, Booker. Semi-final. My man of the match. It's difficult. You always see the guys scoring the tries, but I do think Mapimpi, he was just clinical. And like I said, if two passes went to his hands just a little bit better, he would have had 4 tries in this game. So I think Mapimpi, to me. It is awkward, mate. It is awkward. It's not from our usual place as well. It's in the living room. So it's not from my room or my studio as usual. As you can see, that is the end score. The board doesn't want to stand at the end of the game. Just put it like that. Who cares? You see, that's why I tilted the whole time. There's a little light over there. Who is your man of the match, guys? Who do you think? Who was the best? It is a team effort, really. In quarterfinals, it is difficult to choose a man of the match. I mean, South Africa, the game plan really was the winner at the end. That's why they won. South African fans dancing over there. Japanese guys looking sad, but they know they were outplayed. They did well. Cheers, mate. Hope you enjoyed the stream. I enjoyed it. It was quite fun. For the semi-final, I'm going to try and get more friends to be here with me as well, not just 2 people. But it is a Sunday over here. It's difficult to get people. Thanks. Hope you enjoyed the commentary. Like I said, like you said, the Australian commentary not the best, but hope you enjoyed this one. Leave a like if you did. If you haven't subscribed yet, I recognize most of you guys. Subscribe. I do appreciate it. Cheers from Zimbabwe. Everyone's singing Chozaloza. There we go. They're talking about the pop. I actually thought in this game, Ron Steyn will get a penalty. I thought it's going to be closer. But just the game plan South Africa had just worked. And everyone knew that's the game plan they would have. Glad you enjoyed it. Tune in for the semi-finals. I'll do both. I'll do both games. Cheers, man. All the way from England. Glad you enjoyed it, Chester. He looks drained. The game plan was kicking and kicking and kicking, but the game plan at the end of the day was to put Japan in their own 22 or their own half and just put them under pressure, because that running game is difficult over there. There was a few stand-up performers. I think, for me, Damien the Islander, he had a great game. A lot of off-the-ball stuff, a lot of great tackles, a lot of cleaning. He was always in his position. He did well. Just the one pop to Mapimpi didn't go to hand. Willie didn't do that well. He did well, better at the end of the day, but not that good. Colby, he wasn't in the game much. I just say Mapimpi is still my man of the match. I think so, because he could have scored 4 tries. If 2 more passes went to his hands, that was try time for him. Every time he got the ball, he ran with it. Faf did well at the end. Yes, I agree. His kicking was better. It was a lot better than in previous games. It did improve, for sure. He did do the game plan that was asked from him. It's just not attractive rugby. Let me say it like that. That's probably why I'm negative about it. It's not my version of how I love watching rugby, but at the end of the day, I love watching the Springboks win. So, yeah, it is like that. Faf did get the man of the match. He did score a crucial try just to get that little edge over Japan at the end there. And he did his job well. Switching to the passing game at the end also worked. Cheers. See you next week. Wales await. Yes, they do. Stressed for that one now. But for now, today, we just celebrate over here in South Africa for the rest of this Sunday. We're luckily now only at 2:30, so we still have the rest of the day to celebrate. So, still good over here. We'll start stressing about Wales tomorrow. I'll do a little bit of a recap at the end. And then, yeah. End score 26-3 to South Africa. Yes, Chester. Just like you say there. Stop talking about 2015.
South Africa kicked us up then. After set piece.
The poiki is halfway, man. It's actually done. Most people here are eating. I still need to eat now. I've been living off of chips here, chips and beer. So it's time for me to get going and watching it or eating that.
Rugby World Cup quarterfinal rally of this team and of this country.
Leach should be proud. He should be proud of what he did in this game. Japan just reached an unbelievable thing. Poiki is amazing, obviously. Okay, but everyone, I hope you enjoyed the stream. Hope you guys tune in for next week's stream. This is how it's going to go again next week. I'm going to yell at the TV and stuff like that again. Hope you enjoyed it. That is my time for today. Cheers, Chester. You watched the whole thing. Cheers to you. Ikurukatai, cheers to you. Thanks for watching the whole thing. Juanita, thanks for checking out the whole thing. Grant, I know you guys are always a little bit late, but hopefully you get that stuff sorted out so you can always watch it with me. Cheers to you. Tatenda, you also were here for a very long time. Glad you enjoyed it. Hope you support the box again next week. Yeah, the 2 Ferraris from Japan will be missed for sure. Okay, guys, whoever I missed out, there was a few guys. I definitely know there's a few guys that I am forgetting now. Gucci Face Jacob, thanks to you. John van Heerden, thanks to you. You guys are the guys that were here throughout the stream chatting to me. I always enjoy that. Thanks, Sam. Let's have a good one. Enjoy the week. Let's start stressing about the semi-finals next week. Cheers, guys.